Hey guys, Vimal here and welcome back to my channel. It's been almost like 2 weeks since Samsung has launched their brand new S22 lineup of phones in India, and I've been using the S22 Ultra as my daily driver since then. And today basically I'll be sharing like my complete review and feedback on this phone. So let's get started. Now there are a lot of points that I'll be talking about, guys. We'll be covering different categories and aspects of this phone, and we'll be definitely talking about pros and cons, so make sure not to skip any part of this video as it can be like quite crucial in case if you're planning to buy this phone. So first let's talk about the design, guys. No bullshit, we won't be doing anything about like package contents, unboxing, nothing. We've already done that long ago during the launch itself. So directly let's start with the design. So not long ago we actually used to have like two flagship series phones, S series and the Note series. And in the Note series, Note 20 Ultra was their last phone in that lineup, guys. And last year when Samsung unveiled S21 series of phones and we didn't get a brand new Note, everybody were like very sad, including me, guys. I actually missed that phone. But not anymore, guys. With the introduction of S22 lineup phones, we actually got this brand new S22 Ultra, and this is like a fusion hybrid between the S series and Note series. And let me tell you, this is like a total killer, guys. I mean, it's the Ultra edition, right? You can expect like top notch everything. It checks all the boxes, guys, like top notch display, excellent hardware, camera hardware, and you're getting like top-notch performance and big battery too. And best part is this is the first S phone to actually feature an S Pen on board, guys, something exclusive borrowed from the Note lineup. And talking about the design, guys, it does carry the similar design just like the Note lineup of series. You've got that cylindrical form factor with a flat top and bottom. This thing can actually stand on a surface. And if you ask about the build quality, excellent build quality, guys. The phone is covered in Samsung's Armor aluminum grade frame and offers like very good build quality. And the front and back both are covered in Gorilla Glass Victus Plus protection, so you don't need to worry about scratches also. But still, to be on a safe side, you can actually put on a case. And if you ask about the IP resistance, well, as usual, guys, flagship series phones, so you do have IP68 water and dust resistant also, so that is also covered in your checkbox. And talking about the looks, the Ultra definitely borrows the same looks from Note 20 Ultra, and it might look like very similar from the front, but at the back is where you might notice a big change, and that is near the camera. So unlike the previous gen, you don't have that bump near the cameras, guys. You've got the camera rings directly exposed and gives a very beautiful look. Now some people actually preferred S21's design, but if you ask me, I actually love this new design more. But only thing is now it attracts a lot of dust and pocket lint, especially whenever I remove it out of the pocket. There's a lot of lint around this camera rings, guys, so you'll have to be like prepared with cleaning this thing every day. Or alternative solution, you can actually lose like a good case on this thing and hide that thing. So that is the best solution. Now talking about the day-to-day experience, phone feels great in the hand, guys. Feels quite comfortable because of that ergonomic design, and it's definitely a massive phone, so it might not be that easy to use single-handedly. Now if you ask about me, I had a great experience using it both single-handedly and both using my hands. And one thing I do have to mention is whenever I was using it single-handedly, now see, naturally whenever you hold a phone like this, it's obvious that you'll use your pinky finger for support on the bottom, right? And what was happening is this pinky finger was naturally going and sitting under the speaker on the bottom, guys. So because of that, whenever I was watching like Instagram or YouTube videos, the sound was getting a bit muffled. It would have been great if the speaker cutout was actually on the opposite direction. Now one more thing, if I had to nitpick, is the holes on the bottom, guys. A microphone hole and the SIM ejection tray hole. These are placed so close to each other that people might actually get confused and insert that pin in the wrong hole and can damage your microphone, guys. So chances are there. I don't know why Samsung did this, but you'll have to be a bit careful, especially while inserting SIMs or changing SIMs. Anyways, now moving on, let's talk about the display. Now this is the Ultra edition phone, matlab you'll have like great display on board, right? Obviously it's got a big 6.8-inch 1440 pk display with dynamic AMOLED 2x, 120 Hz refresh rate, and also you're getting like 240 Hz touch sampling rate. And there's only one thing I can say: it's phenomenal, guys. Great quality display. Now Samsung already makes like one of the best displays in the market, and to be actually making like better display compared to their previous gen, now that is something only Samsung can pull off. Anyways, it's a great display for watching videos on YouTube or even streaming movies on platforms like Netflix, Prime Video. You will have great time watching content on this thing. There's good amount of detail. Colors just pop out on this thing. And talking about the brightness, it's got like 1750 nits of brightness. That is crazy, guys. You can easily view it even in bright outdoor situations under sunlight also, not an issue at all. So I was like very happy with the display, guys. And talking about the speakers, well, it's got stereo speakers tuned by AKG and powered by Dolby Atmos. You've got one on the bottom and one at the top, and audio quality was great, guys. It was producing like good quality sound with minimum distortion, and on top of that, audio output also like loud and sufficient, either it be while watching content on these sort of platforms like YouTube or Netflix, or even while gaming. You'll have a great time with this phone. Now let's talk about the performance. I know you people have been like eagerly waiting for this part, so let's quickly get onto that page. So you might already know all the S22 lineup of phones come with Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 4nm based octa-core CPU, and I actually delayed my whole review because of the performance part, guys. So thing is, recently there was a bit of controversy saying that Samsung was deliberately limiting the performance of this processor on their S22 lineup of phones. Thankfully, they've released a brand new update that removes this whole limiting thing and actually gives like full performance and full control to the users, guys. So there was this feature known as game optimization service on these phones, and that was actually like capping the performance. And main reason for that is this Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 CPU is there now, it's not that efficient, guys, compared to the previous gen, and because of that it tends to heat up quickly. Though you're getting like performance boost, it was not that efficient, and that was the main reason for this whole thing. Anyways, talking about the performance, the phone offers killer performance, guys. This is like the Ultra Edition phone. There is nothing less you can expect. Either it be day-to-day tasks or productivity, creativity, or either it be gaming. You'll be like fully satisfied thanks to that CPU. You'll have a great time, guys. Everything feels so smooth on this phone, like buttery smooth, guys. The whole transitions, animations, and you can even do like lots of productivity and creative sort of usage and stuff on this thing. And apart from that, even for gaming, guys, you will have a great time gaming. Now, first of all, let me tell you. Now, this is not like a dedicated gaming phone. So there are actually like two types of flagship phones, guys. You get like dedicated gaming phones, and then you get like something like luxury kind of phones. S22 Ultra falls under the luxury lineup, guys. So people who are actually looking for a gaming related phone, they have like separate category phones that they might be looking for. And after the recent update, throttling has also been removed, at least for the initial early stages, and you'll have like great smooth gaming experience for the first 25 to 30 minutes. And after that, you will definitely see a bit of throttling, guys. And phone also gets like slightly hot, especially near the camera module. So this is something you'll have to keep in mind. S22 Ultra is like mainly made for like creative users, productive users, or for like luxury class of people who just want to show off their phones or have like exclusive features like S Pen, great display, curved body, and these sort of stuff. It's not like mainly targeted for gaming. And coming to the cameras, well, this is something like really awesome, guys. S22 Ultra packs like quad camera at the back. It features a 108 megapixel f1.8 primary camera that supports optical image stabilization and also has laser autofocus system. And apart from that, you have a 10 megapixel f2.4 telephoto, which is like a 3x zoom, and that also has OIS. And then you've got a 10 megapixel periscopic telephoto, guys. This is like a 10x telephoto lens and also has support for like 100x space zoom. And lastly, you've got a 12 megapixel f2.2 120-degree ultra wide angle camera, and this one also supports like dual pixel autofocus. And let me tell you, camera quality on this phone is like top notch, guys. I've shot so many sample pictures. I've also talked about the cameras during my unboxing and initial impressions, and I was like very impressed with the cameras, guys. Like true flagship level cameras are there on this thing. There's great amount of detail, colors look rich and vibrant, everything looks so natural, and I'm like very impressed with the detail, guys, especially on the 108 megapixel primary camera. Dynamic range was also like excellent. I'll show you the samples in a moment, you'll get to see them. And apart from that, the phone can definitely shoot 8K video also, but that is capped at like 24 fps, guys. There is no option to choose like 30 fps. I really wish Samsung gave like 8K 30. That would have been like really awesome, but it's not there. And you do have like 4K 60 support also. But apart from these, now the main highlights are the different camera modes that this phone offers. You've got something known as night mode, guys, and night mode has like greatly improved on the S22 lineup. There's so much amount of light intake now compared to previous gen as advertised by Samsung. But one thing I was not that impressed was with like detail enhancer. By default it was on and it was like over sharpening the whole results, and I didn't like that AI feature, but when you turn it off, I was getting like much more natural results. And apart from that, you do have director's view. This is great as it shoots videos from all the lenses at the same time, and you can simultaneously switch between anything. And not to forget that 40 megapixel front autofocus camera, guys, selfie camera, and it was shooting like great selfie pictures. A lot of improvement compared to the previous gen. Anyways, we're almost coming to an end, guys. So let me also tell you about the battery life. The phone packs a 5000 milliampere battery, and for a flagship, 5000 is like decent, not that big. And let me tell you, battery life on this phone is kind of mediocre, guys. See, I've been using it for almost like 2 weeks, right? And roughly on an average now, I was getting around like 4.5 to 5 hours of screen on time. And let me tell you, I'm like a heavy user, guys. I do a bit of gaming. I shoot lots of pictures daily, and I see a lot of content on YouTube and also Prime Video. So based on my usage, I was getting around like 4.5 roughly, guys, on time. And not to worry, you'll easily make it through a day. But every day morning, I had to keep charging the phone. By the end of the day now, I was left around with like 20-25% of battery life. So this is the kind of experience I had with this phone. And if you talk about the charging thing, the phone supports 45 watt fast charging. But to be honest, guys, I've used Samsung's both 25 watt and 45 watt charging for this phone, and I didn't find much of a difference, guys. There was hardly any difference. For example, if the 25 watt charger took around like 2 hours to fully charge the phone, the 45 watt was taken only around like 1 hour 50 minutes, guys. So there was hardly like 10-minute difference. So it didn't actually make any sense. So I'd advise you to use your old 25 watt charger only for this phone. And one more exclusive feature I forgot to talk about is S Pen, guys. So I've told you, right, Ultra Edition phone is like the fusion hybrid between their Note and S lineup of phones, and it's also their first S series phone to actually feature an S Pen. And you can easily access that from the bottom, guys. You just need to click, and there you go. Here's our S Pen. And let me tell you, there are like lots of improvements on the inside. So previously on the Note 20 Ultra, the latency was around like 9 milliseconds, guys. But they've finally worked on that and reduced the latency to almost like 2.8 milliseconds on this thing. And apart from that, it does support like Samsung's predictive AI, and it knows like what you'll be doing next. That is like crazy awesome, guys. So if you ask about my experience, well, S Pen has been working great on this phone, guys. Like for example, if you write anything on the display, everything feels like in real time, guys. It's like hardly noticeable. 2.8 milliseconds is very less, and you'll feel like everything is happening in real time. And on top of that, predictive AI knows what you'll be doing next. So the overall experience has been great. So using this S Pen, guys, you can do a lot of stuff. You can write notes on it. Just take the S Pen out on the screen, and you'll get this blank page and start writing anything you want. You can use it to quickly save notes, or you can show your artistic side by drawing a lot of stuff. It can be greatly useful for like designers, creators, and people who love carrying a stylus in their pocket. Well, this phone is like made for you. Show your creativity. You can do a lot on this thing. And I like this clicky sound also on the S Pen. It's quite addictive. And good thing is, as usual, you do have like an S Pen reminder. For example, if you take it out, keep it somewhere, and you walk away without the S Pen, the phone will actually alert you saying that you forgot your S Pen. That is pretty cool. Well, that's it, guys. My feedback and thoughts on this brand new phone from Samsung, the S22 Ultra. And let me tell you, this has been like my phone of the year, guys. My daily driver at the moment, and I love all aspects of this thing. The display, phenomenal, great hardware. Camera's top notch. I'm loving all the parts of this thing. The phone costs almost like 1,09,999 rupees. I'll leave a link to that in the description box below. You can check it out there. So that is it, guys. I hope you all enjoyed watching this video and got to learn a lot. Make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more awesome videos. And I'll see you all in my next one.